Hello everybody, and welcome back to WWE Universe. My name's Jitch. This is SmackDown. That's all I got to say about that. We're kicking things off with the Cruiserweight Champion Cara against the man that won't stay down, Undertaker. That's how we're kicking off this show. This bad boy. I'm gonna grab a drink, because I forgot to do that before I started recording. This man has got either guts or stupidity. Probably a bit of both. But he is going to go one-on-one with The Undertaker to kick off SmackDown, because that is what he's been booked to do. The Undertaker will not die. We have seen the guy carried out in injury many times, but he just won't stay down. No matter what happens to this guy, he just keeps coming back. No injury can keep him down, obviously.
And his opponent, from Death Valley, weighing 299 pounds, The Undertaker.
Right, yes. So, allow me to quickly recite some facts for you. People like those and stuff. Sin Cara comes into today's episode of SmackDown 56 days into his Cruiserweight Championship reign. Which means that as of next week, he will be overdue on defending the title once again. However, he will be defending the title on the go-home SmackDown before Money in the Bank, that is for sure. Speaking of Money in the Bank, we're going to find out 3 participants who will be joining Christian and The Miz in the Money in the Bank ladder match, as Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, and The Rock will be teaming up to face off against the team of John Morrison, R-Truth, and Wade Barrett. This big Money in the Bank qualifier will leave us with only 1 space left. And speaking of participants in the Money in the Bank ladder match, The Miz has spoken out about his thoughts on Alex Riley's injury on Raw and what it means for the Misfits as the WWE Tag Team Champions. So you'll be hearing plenty to do with that as well. That's another segue there. The Miz, who is now banned from women's matches, will not be anywhere in sight for what is to come next, which is apparently going to be Natalya up against Maryse's newest friend. Maryse has apparently made a friend, an ally. I don't know who, I don't know how, I don't know how well it will work, but she's got one to try and combat the Divas of Doom now that The Miz is banned from women's matches. And of course, although Undertaker is dealing with some injuries, you gotta keep in mind this is still The Undertaker we're looking at. I'm not sure what was remarkable about this. There hasn't been an attack from Cena or Mark Henry, which is honestly what I'm just expecting at this point, as now both of them have decided to try and make examples out of The Undertaker. Speaking of Mark Henry, he's going to go one-on-one with Stone Cold Steve Austin, the WWE Champion. Which is, to be expected, as Stone Cold Steve Austin will be defending the WWE title against John Cena next Sunday at Money in the Bank, so I guess there's only one ally of Cena's for Stone Cold to go through.
High impact, no mistakes. That's Undertaker style.
You have to think if Mark Henry can beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, there might become some kind of rally to get Henry involved in the WWE Championship match at Money in the Bank. He'd be one of the first people to really beat Stone Cold in quite some time.
And his head drops right down into the
Sin Cara walks into this match with The Undertaker with an overall record of 2-3. However, the injured dead man. Man, I'm talking like a real douchebag today. He comes into this one with a 12-8 record, 3-4 this season. Obviously, you know, the last 2 matches that he's been competing in, he's been dealing with some serious injuries, and of course there is the match. There is the match in which he got injured as well. So things haven't been great for the Undertaker. I do think that he's looking pretty nice in this matchup, though.
These competitors trying to keep their wits about them.
Nothing like a good old David and Goliath. Oh my God, Sin Cara living up to that reputation right now.
He got him. Yow. There's another great kick.
Yes.
Momentum is firmly on the side of Sin Cara.
Undertaker signaled for a choke slam. Oh, Sin Cara, he managed to actually do something. Credit where due.
This is bad.
Ooh. Of course, with Alex Riley no longer as the WWE Tag Team Champion, potentially, I mean, he's dealing with some serious injuries. He's going to be gone for a long time. There's no saying what this means for DX and their pursuit of the WWE Tag Team titles that they've been currently doing.
Fly around the ring. Leg drop.
I feel bad for Sin Cara. He just didn't stand a chance in this one. Oh,
Incredible counter. He
nice.
is definitely going to have those ribs looked at after this match. Sleeper hold.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, buddy.
And he fights out of it.
I don't think that you're tapping out the Undertaker anytime soon. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Okay.
He escapes the tombstone for the moment.
Oh, credit where due. He's reversing where it counts the most, I guess.
Young Sin Cara.
Got his submission hold finisher locked in on the Undertaker for all of a microsecond. Oh, he's actually getting some offense in. Credit where due.
And he does it one more
Starting to
time.
think he just didn't stand a chance in this match. The only thing you got to be concerned about is Undertaker's injuries. They're gonna catch up to him at some point. He's gonna start really feeling what he's been going through.
Gonna be absolutely worthless after this match. Oh my goodness! What a Frankensteiner! Watch it.
Oh my God.
And the pain has to be shooting
Yeah, this is not a side of Undertaker that you'd see very often.
in a boot
And this
to
is
the
what I'm
gut.
talking about. This is just not something that you would ordinarily
The
see.
things Sin Cara can do are
Oh,
simply
jeez.
amazing. Athletically, he's in a league.
One big clothesline might be all it takes.
2, 3.
Well,
The Undertaker claims it
the effort was
all.
there. Credit where due. Sin Cara, he gave it his best. He tried. He really started to put up a fight towards the end, and that's what matters. So the Undertaker is victorious whilst dealing with these injuries. Who knows, maybe he'll actually be able to come back from them now. Maybe we'll actually get to see him back in action post Money in the Bank. He's not getting carried out on a stretcher this week, so that's good. That's a good sign. He actually picked up a victory too. Wow, I'm not sure what was remarkable about that match, but hey, Undertaker has defeated Sin Cara. Good for him. Alright, well, as promised, Natalya is going to go one-on-one with whatever ally Maryse has managed to make for herself. I don't really know who would be willing to work with the Divas Champion, but I guess someone who needs the exposure.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Accompanied by the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix. Approaching the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Well, Natalya comes in tonight with a 6-7 record. She's only lost one match though this season, 1-3. So she's looking pretty good at the moment, and she'll be facing off for the Divas Championship at Money in the Bank alongside Beth Phoenix, who will also be challenging for the Divas Championship at Money in the Bank. Going to be a triple threat steel cage match for the Divas Championship. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and definitely no Miz.
And her opponent, accompanied by Maryse from Denver, Colorado, Eve.
Well, to be honest, I guess this makes sense. Eve has been really struggling to make herself relevant, and with a record of 0-5, I suppose working with the Divas Champion can only really benefit her. This might be a more selfish move, to be honest. I'm just going to pretend that Beth Phoenix is not doing what she's doing right now. Well, there you go. Apparently Maryse has found an alliance with Eve. I don't know how long that's going to last, how genuine that alliance even is, but there you go. That's apparently what we've got.
One fall to a finish.
Someone with one of the better win-loss records at the moment up against someone with genuinely one of the worst, 0-5.
King, what must Eve be thinking about as we get started?
Maybe having the Divas Champion in her corner will earn Eve her first ever victory, you don't know. Following this match, we're going to hear from The Miz himself in regards to the Misfits and what it means for the WWE Tag Team Championship reign of Alex Riley and Zack Ryder, and the future of the Misfits now that they've lost 1/4 stroke 5th for the time being.
Oh, Natalya's so comfortable in the ring. I'm not sure I've ever seen a diva more adept than
I gotta say, to go off script for a moment, I'll use the scripted terminology, that will help. With people like Ezekiel Jackson and Alex Riley only having contracts up until WrestleMania, it'll be interesting to see if they ever come back or if that's the end of their careers. We know we'll eventually see people like The Undertaker and Dolph Ziggler back, but someone like Ezekiel Jackson or Alex Riley, they could be finished. This could be the end of their career here.
We have that tremendous main event still to come.
What a night we're having on SmackDown.
Did I really just see a sign that said sexy, smart, and powerful? We've got some Yoshitatsu fans in the house, everybody. Smart, sexy, and powerful. Yoshitatsu.
Not fast enough.
Oh, how do you do that?
I don't know a damn thing about Eve. Some say she's got potential.
You gotta love this match. It's got more curves than a racetrack.
Ugh. Do you think Jerry Lawler would say that during a match with like two fat dudes?
Hang on.
Like Big Show versus... Big Show's not really like fat. You need one that's like fat.
And there's the belly-to-belly
Like that really
suplex.
gross guy from Heavy Machinery versus like Big Daddy V. Do you think he'd be like, you gotta love this match. It's got more curves than a racetrack.
As we are absolutely jammed to the rafters.
Ah, look at this.
Oh my, what a massive move off the top rope. Oh, unloading with the right hand.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh gosh, right down on the kidneys.
Oh, look out. Oh, that'll knock the wind out of you.
What a taunt.
Vicious shot to the lower back.
Is that enough?
Smart, sexy, and powerful.
See there. There you go.
WWE Divas.
Sorry, my bad. It wasn't Jerry Lawler. I gave him too much flack for nothing. That was actually Michael Cole. Smart, sexy, and powerful.
Down there by the bottom turnbuckle.
Great Carly.
Big move coming.
And what a move it was. Truly the biggest of moves.
Oh, Michael, I love these diva matches. Look at the way they're dressed. You might say they're wearing too much of not enough. Natalya's heading north.
Is she? Is she really? Oh, fucking hell, she was.
Michael, I love foreign divas. divas. Myself, I got Russian hands and Roman fingers.
God, I hate it so much. I love foreign divas.
To put her away.
Well, I think Eve is about to suffer yet another loss. This looks like the beginning of the end, if I had to guess. Especially from those special effects that flashed on the screen. Natalya, what are you... Natalya?
All the damage to the torso, all the pain that's been dealt, appears to have finally taken its toll. Intercepted.
Intercepted.
Eve caught her.
Oh wait, what's this? It's the Eve move. No way.
Natalya's not done yet.
Oh, doesn't she have the booty pop and moonsault? Isn't that her finish?
Keep your eyes on Eve.
No, no, it isn't. What the hell is this? Ooh, I like that. I call that the I like that.
Hey, what's going on here?
The ref's getting in
Phoenix.
And there's still plenty of fight left. She's looking to get out of here.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What have we got going on here?
Oh, look at this. Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, jeez, that backfired.
This match has taken so much out of her.
Has Phoenix been kicked from ringside? I can't tell. No, I think Maryse and Phoenix are just fighting.
Natalya has the leg.
Yep, they're just fighting.
Sharpshooter.
Two submission holds applied at the same time. There you go. Well, that's it. Unfortunately for Eve, it's not another victory. It's not a victory, I should say. Not another. It's not a victory. This alignment with Maryse has not helped her one bit. As tight as these two are, who's going to be the Divas champion between them when they do collide at Money in the Bank? You know, assuming Maryse is just screwed. It's one thing that they haven't really, I think, considered is the fact that they've got to go through each other for the Divas championship. I know they're willing to, they've already done it before, but I'm going to just leave it there. So now we're going to hear from The Miz and what he has to say about the Misfits and the WWE Tag Team Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome The Miz. Miz, your group took a major hit this Monday when Alex Riley suffered injuries on Raw. What does this mean, not only for your group, but Riley's reign as tag team champion? Well, as far as our general manager is concerned, he won't be vacating the titles. As of right now, I, The Miz, will be recognized as one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. But I want to talk about Riley and Ryder and what they've been doing on Raw lately. You see, Riley deserves what happened to him. They've been on Raw behind my back. As far as I'm concerned, Alex Riley is no longer a Misfit. He can and will be replaced when I see fit. As for Zack Ryder, my tag championship partner, let this be a warning. Follow my orders, stop wasting our time on Raw, or you'll end up just like your buddy Riley. This interview is over. Well, that's a very interesting announcement there by The Miz. Apparently Alex Riley not only no longer a tag team champion, but his title reign has been just replaced by The Miz, who has put Ryder on notice, warning him not to go behind his back, and has given Alex Riley the boot. Completely kicked him out of the Misfits. Unbelievable. I never thought we would see something like that, but obviously The Miz, he wants to make sure that whoever he's got as his group, that they are the prime and best group possible, I guess. So there you go. No more Alex Riley and the Misfits, I guess. We are waiting the beginning of this big six-man tag team match. So many big names in one match, all to qualify for Money in the Bank. R-Truth has had absolutely nothing to say about everything going on.
Introducing first, from Charlotte, North North Carolina, weighing 235 pounds, R-Truth.
To be honest with you, R-Truth hasn't really had much to say since Mark Henry beat him into teaming with him. He's not really been the same guy, and it's been very obvious, to be honest. However, what I also meant, I kind of cut myself short because I knew he was about to get introduced, was R-Truth hasn't really had a lot to say about like Mark Henry kind of working with John Cena. I don't really know if that alliance between Truth and Henry is even still a thing. But nonetheless, the damage has been done. R-Truth comes out tonight with a 4-11 win-loss record. Here's a guy of much controversy at the moment. Wade Barrett comes in tonight with an 8-10 win-loss record, but the most important thing about Wade Barrett is that this man is due an ECW Championship rematch. And this Tuesday on NXT, not only was he not given his rematch, he was replaced by Michael Cole, a backstage interviewer, a ring announcer, a commentator even, not a wrestler. This was at the hands of Zack Ryder, who says he couldn't find Wade Barrett anywhere backstage, but that he did find Michael Cole. Zack Ryder's been quite tight with Nemesis over on NXT and Raw, as has Alex Riley, which has had a lot of people thinking that maybe the Misfits are associated with Nemesis, but it turns out they're not. The Miz hasn't been happy with what they've been doing.
Representing the Misfits from Los Angeles, California, weighing 224 pounds, John Morrison.
Oh, Wade Barrett came in with, I think it was an 8-10, I already said. John Morrison walks into this match with a 5-11 win-loss record, and he's got an advantage that nobody else in the qualifiers has if he is to qualify for Money in the Bank, which is that I believe John Morrison would be the first guy who has competed in 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. There is actually a page dedicated to the Money in the Bank ladder match on the wiki now. If you simply search up Money in the Bank ladder match when you go to the wiki, you can see a big write-up of what the Money in the Bank ladder match is, the first match, what happened with the participant within the match, etc., etc. But yeah, Jack Swagger, who was competing for the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. CM Punk, who not really been seen on Raw lately, don't know if he managed to snag a spot. John Cena, who's competing for the WWE Championship. Rey Mysterio, who is the Intercontinental Champion and could win this match, to be fair. Stone Cold, who is the WWE Champion. So basically what that kind of tells us, looking back at the previous Money in the Bank ladder match, is that Rey Mysterio and John Morrison are on opposing sides, which means that one of these guys who wins this match is going to be the first guy to compete in 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches, basically. I stand slightly corrected there in saying that John Morrison was the only one. It's actually Morrison and Rey Mysterio, and that's why I like to write that stuff up. You learn some really cool stuff. It's like an extra bit of research. Eddie Guerrero walks into this match with a 1-2 win-loss record, but he is regarded as a top star here on SmackDown, which has meant he has quite quickly gone for some higher stakes matches. Something that one of his tag team partners, The Rock, has really dealt with. He's known as an esteemed bigger name, but without being able to really establish himself, he hasn't really been able to make that impact just yet. It doesn't mean he won't, it just means he hasn't been able to yet. Eddie Guerrero's tag team partner in this match, the current reigning Intercontinental Champion Rey Mysterio, for anyone curious, has a 5-8 win-loss record, 3-2 this season. He also won the Intercontinental Championship this season, so he's doing pretty well for himself so far in this year that is 2010, and definitely not anything else. Rey Mysterio has probably the biggest upper hand in this match because one of the 3 people that they're competing against, he's already beaten before. I'm of course talking about John Morrison. It has been The Miz and the Misfits' goal to win all of the championship gold they can to themselves. And as nice as that's been for them, they haven't really been succeeding. As big of a deal as The Rock will otherwise normally be, the guy's got a 5-7 win-loss record, which again, as every other participant in the match has been able to show, isn't a favourable number. None of them have favourable numbers. But The Rock's biggest struggle is that this season he's 0-3. He's not actually won a match this season. So I think this is kind of put up or shut up time for The Rock. If he can't win this one, I think he might need to take a step down, maybe go to NXT for a little while. It's been doing wonders for the likes of Justin Gabriel from SmackDown as an example of what it can do. I think Justin Gabriel's kind of come out of it quite a changed guy, to be honest. Okay, and now we wait. This is going to be a long one, I just know it. As a 6-man tag team match, of course it's going to be.
Oh no!
The Rock, Eddie Guerrero, and Rey Mysterio facing the team of R-Truth, John Morrison, and Wade Barrett. And the winning team will join Christian and The Miz in competing for Money in the Bank, which I think might cause some tension in the idea of John Morrison winning. If John Morrison is to win, then that means The Miz and Morrison are both competing in Money in the Bank. They gotta fight each other.
Well, he doesn't hide it. He promotes the fact that he lies.
Rey Mysterio's got to be extra careful, because if he loses this match, it's not only a loss for him, but depending on if he gets pinned, he could be looking at a new contender for the Intercontinental Championship.
Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control?
It's a very risky game.
R-Truth with the agility to reverse it.
So far, this is just
Mysterio,
full of missed moves.
Hey, what's Mysterio going to do now?
Rey Mysterio has the WWE Universe behind him.
He sure does.
Oh, do you believe that? Oh, and he got dropped.
Rock is like a machine in size compared to these guys.
Is a walking example of why size shouldn't prevent athletic success. Rey is living proof that anyone can achieve greatness if they work hard enough.
Watch it.
He scored with that.
Wow, we are just full of awkwardly connected moves today, aren't we?
Right in the face.
Now bringing in his partner.
Well, so far, the team of Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and The Rock are working awfully well together.
If you haven't done it yet, check out WWE.com.
What is with the eyes in this game? They constantly glitch. There's like not a single thing I've noticed that's screwed up more than the eyes. They always get really strange looking eyes.
He used his opponent's momentum on that one.
Just really white with like the tiniest pupils.
The Rock is laying the smackdown.
And there's a counter by the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Ooh, nothing pretty about that. Uh-oh.
You are watching Friday Night
The Rock's biggest problem is he's just a little bit too much flash.
For over 10 years. During his time on NXT, Wade Barrett was believed by many, including myself, to be the best all-around rookie on the program.
Whoops.
Watch it.
Over the last 10 years, SmackDown has excited the WWE Universe with some of the most memorable
We
moments
got
of
Eddie
television
Guerrero back in
history.
the match.
And we're witnessing
I say,
amazing moments
seems like
here
Team
tonight.
Blue is kind of really doing well for themselves. I mean, obviously The Rock doesn't quite fit the billing of Team Blue, but Eddie and Rey do okay.
scissor. Whoa, whoa! Oh, man!
Well, that was a little
Big-time
awkward.
miss. Uh-oh, this is bad. What a tag team match this has been.
Wade Barrett is extremely dangerous with his fist, and Barrett is just building momentum. Oh, a huge
Oh, damn.
powerbomb right on the kidney area.
Right on the kidney area.
If you want to look for a motivation behind Barrett's aggression, it's the almighty dollar. The former bare-knuckle fighter is always looking for a way to pad his already sizable bank account.
What's he up to
Well
here?
said.
No! Oh, he got him!
Man, they're just full of misses today.
This attack to the Skull King. One has to be thinking about the possibility of a concussion.
Now, this is a big opportunity for Wade Barrett. As a former ECW champion, he could be looking to step up and win a different title, maybe.
I just can't get over the
You know, Ezekiel Jackson did that. He was a successful ECW champion, and then he was a successful United States champion.
They hit the double team.
Oh.
And now he's back out on the apron. What an incredible suplex. It's been some night here on Friday Night SmackDown. And
Okay, well, R-Truth is now finally in the offense, which is kind of good to see. I don't really have a lot of story to tell about this match, so I just don't really have much to say, quite frankly. I think this would be a really big opportunity for someone like Wade Barrett. I think he could be a good breakout star in 2011. I think it goes without saying, people like The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Eddie Guerrero have all got greatness already in line. Like, there's not really much of a question there.
Mysterio going for the cover.
But someone like Wade, well, to be honest, all of that opposing team, I think they're kind of more question marks. I think we've got some guaranteed stars on one side and some possibilities on the other. I think R-Truth, I think John Morrison and Wade Barrett, they could all be really big, great names. But I guess it's only a could be. Kind of depends on what circumstances allow for.
Look at the force behind that leg drop.
The tag is made.
He's stretching out that torso. Checking for any
There's a
bruises.
classic
You know they're
face-off.
there.
These two
Damage to the
got some
back
history
leg.
when it comes to Rey Mysterio's current
How
championship.
much more? How much more are you willing to...
Submission locked in tight. This could do it. And he's in there. Oh, what
I mean,
timing.
I was at the
A few
ropes,
more
but the referee
seconds
just
and
didn't
this
give a
would've
shit.
been over. The referee getting involved now.
Oh, double team.
Good Lord, what impact from the double team.
We know what this is.
Rey Mysterio coming in hot.
Watch out here. Wow. Simply...
Perfectly set up. Everything just going according to plan for Mysterio now.
To the skull.
There you go. That's got to be the victory.
Going for the cover. And Morrison
Wow.
kicks out. Good Lord,
I
look
stand
at the fire in
corrected.
his eyes. Morrison.
Oh, Mysterio's got a corner comeback, hasn't he? Whoops.
This has just been pandemonium.
And now his partner comes in. King, how does Morrison do it? I mean, he's down
Oh,
and out, but he
jeez.
keeps fighting.
Here we go. Unleashing the Rock now.
That's what I like about John Morrison. He is never, ever completely out of a match.
Rock bottom. No. Okay, we're getting to the finisher spam part of the match now. That's usually when they wrap it up, isn't it?
These competitors
Except they're not, because they're not actually hitting them. It's always one of my favorite sequences when they just keep like tagging out and like doing their big moves. It is a genuinely cool spot because it doesn't devalue anyone's because it's building up to the end.
Never know what he's going to come up with at any
No one's
time.
kicking out of anything. It's all building up towards someone's finisher actually getting the job
And he
done.
finally gets out of the ring.
Well, things aren't going so very well for Team Truth. I mean, if you want to base them off of who came out first as kind of the captains, then it's Team Truth versus Team Guerrero. Can I... What the fuck? No? Okay.
The team is working their game plan to perfection. Frequent tags have kept them fresh and in complete control of the match. What? Does he have his eyes open? He makes the tag.
Tag made to Wade Barrett. They could really use a fresh face in there. R-Truth and John Morrison have taken some beatings.
Look at this strike
Oh, damn.
from Barrett.
That was quick.
Wasteland. Barrett pancaked him.
Welcome to the wasteland, Eddie. Is this going to be enough?
Cover goes Barrett.
No, what,
And Eddie powers out.
not sure what the referee was arguing with there.
And the 6.5 footer goes down.
That's a really weird thing to state. The 6.5 footer, everybody. In case you were ever curious how tall Wade Barrett was randomly. Ah, second one. Oh, jeez. Not looking good for Guerrero.
Barrett delivers more punishment. One. He breaks up the pin, and the match continues. That's not good. And the ref starts the count. Hard shot to Barrett. You know he felt that.
Oh, geez, lights out.
Hooking the leg. One. And Eddie powers out.
Gonna need to. His partners aren't really helping him so very much. Oh, okay. Ray's really helping him.
Much more of this, and I doubt he'll be able to continue.
I mean, I'm expecting a third wasteland at this point.
Look at this. Just writhing in agony.
Oh, jeez. He's really on the pin
And
spam.
Eddie powers out. I don't think so.
How are you meant to defend against moves that quick? He needs to dig way down.
Eddie really
deep
needed
if
that
wants
tag
to
out,
keep
and he
going
got it.
down.
That's good.
Look at this.
And now he's back out on the apron.
Just like the only guy really left that's been well preserved is The Rock. That might play into his favor quite a bit. I don't know. Barrett's a hell of a fighter.
He's begging for it.
Uh-oh. Never mind what I was just saying. Is he? Yep. Rock bottom.
Right to the back.
Okay. The question is that enough?
One. He's seen enough. Here he comes. And he
No,
breaks up the
John
count. My
Morrison
God,
was
there's
able to
so
get
much
into
on
the ring
line
in
here.
time.
The referee getting involved now.
This is high stakes. It's a big match.
Momentum has shifted back and
Makes
forth
sense that we'd be having this much
between these
competition.
superstars. One, two.
And there's the breakup, just in the nick of time.
I guess John Morrison's still pretty fresh. He's moving pretty fast.
And he tags out.
The Rock just seems to welcome it at this point. He would do. He's not exactly showing much signs of heart or slowing down.
And the People's Champ connects with a hard right.
This match has taken so
No?
much out
Okay.
of this guy. He's not gonna
I
give
figured
up.
he'd be pretty
But
close to a
man,
finisher because it just did that thing where it randomly gave me one rather than a signature, which always makes me think that, like, that was an ability, not momentum filling up.
He thinks
Unless I
he
did
has
have a signature and it just wasn't telling me.
two. Oh, talk about a timely save. This match isn't over yet.
That was really
And
close
there's
there.
the count.
We still got one more match to come tonight. Mark Henry and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hey,
Oh, did you see that? His body twisting and
See, now that could be the finish. That was a hell of a clothesline. John Morrison is just on the prowl.
The match continues.
No trouble getting out of that one.
The referee getting involved now.
Oh, damn.
what a smart move.
An aggressive shot to the midsection.
So back and forward.
Uh-oh. R-Truth out of of nowhere.
That's a really nice reversal. Oh!
How the heck do you get up from that?
And will this be it?
1, 2.
There he is again!
God, there's so much on the line here.
The man who really wants it most. Most.
Starts the count. Got the arm up.
A serious punctuation on
I think Truth needs to get the hell out of there before he suffers an injury.
Uh-oh, this is bad.
These longer matches are known for their injuries.
Rock.
Oh,
Oh, Boston Crab. There's a little bit of variation for you.
oh, and he saves his partner there. Man, that was in tight.
And there's the count. Right on the tailbone. And the
Fair
ref
enough, we'll
sees
make
the
the tag out.
And he finally
Give
gets
The
out
Rock
of
some
ring.
time out of the ring. Truth, what the hell are you doing? I know you've gone in the head a little bit, but seriously? Oh, okay, we got the super fresh John Morrison in. Finally. Oh. Be a little bit of an awkward way to finish a match, don't you think?
Just in the nick of time. The damage has definitely been done. Now it may just be a matter of
Oh,
time.
we got some teamwork. Referee is allowing it for some reason.
When you think about all the things Eddie can do, it's amazing. In particular, his high flying. And Eddie lifts him up. And Guerrero's got him way up.
What? What? What?
And he makes the tag.
John Morrison got the hell out of there.
Hurricane Rana. Hurricane Rana.
It's like he knew what was coming and he didn't like it.
Not this. Oh, no.
Here comes a very slow Ray.
Wow. Talk about the skies being the limit.
Might want to focus on our truth there, Ray.
2.
Thankfully, he wasn't able to move in time. So Eddie Guerrero, The Rock, and Rey Mysterio qualify for Money in the Bank. That was a really long, pretty good match. Had a lot of lows, but it was good. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, The Rock all join Christian and The Miz, which brings us up to 5 confirmed participants for the SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match. One more participant will be decided next week on SmackDown. I can't wait to see who it's going to be. Big props to those guys. As we move on to our main event, Mark Henry versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because there isn't really a cutscene that fits it, insert an imaginary cutscene here of Mark Henry telling John Cena, it's alright, he's got this. He doesn't need Cena's help tonight. He can take Austin on his own. There you go. Just picture that happened. It's a pretty bold thing to say when Mark Henry's win-loss record this season is 4-11, whereas the WWE Champions...
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Silsbee, Texas, weighing 418 pounds. He is the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
And Mark Henry's is 4-11, whereas Austin's is 14-4. These two have almost exact opposite in terms of their records. Austin so far this season has done 8-2, whereas Mark Henry this season has got 3-3. So again, it's not looking great. But hey, he didn't want the help. He didn't want John Cena at ringside. He didn't want anything like that. He wanted to beat Austin alone because he believes he can. I'm going to use the term he believes. Gonna just pretend that this isn't taking forever to load, and like he's just making his way down to the ring cash. Of course.
Oh, no. Look out.
Couldn't have seriously trusted that for a second. We knew it was a lie. We knew he wasn't really going to sit back and let the match just happen. That's just not John Cena's style. You know, I gotta say, if we had like a Slammy award at the end of the year, I have been asked about those. That probably is my answer to them. Probably. I'll probably do them. I think they're a good idea. There'd be a community vote thing rather than my opinion. I'd probably pick the people in it, and then like everyone could vote on who they wanted. I'd probably do it that way.
I'm not sure anybody wants to step into the ring against Mark Henry.
But I could see if there's like an award for like best villain of the year, like John Cena 100%. I don't even think there's a guy that has been more successfully made out to just be the biggest asshole than John Cena.
We have here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Or Mr. McMahon, actually. I don't know. He's always up there. I don't know though, Cena's been a monster.
Followed to perfection. Mark Henry.
Uh-oh, this is bad.
Well, Henry's definitely capitalizing off of the fact that Austin took that little bit of damage from Cena at the start.
Hey!
That is Austin's opponent at Money in the Bank next Sunday. Right now it's Mark Henry. I could see Austin being the type to take both on in a 2-on-1. I could see him being the kind to face them in a triple threat. I don't think he gives a damn. But I know that statistically you're going to want to make sure it's a 1-on-1. There's not a lot of people you could see just lift Henry up with these like that.
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
I'm very interested in seeing where this match will go now. Ugh.
He thinks he has it. Big move coming.
What a backdrop.
Right at the referee.
And the boot connects.
He knows what he did.
Atomic drop.
Man, this is one of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy watching.
That was for the commentators.
Uh-oh.
Right on the tailbone.
It's going to be a hard-fought match now. No disrespect to Mark Henry, he's a great guy, but I didn't think he was going to stand much of a chance. But that little attack from John Cena really threw Austin off his game. Oh. Okay. I thought Henry would have preferred fighting on the outside. I guess I was wrong.
Not this time.
I want to do some goddamn mudhole stomps, and you're gonna let Mark. You are gonna let me do them. I have wanted to do them for so long as Austin. What? No. No! I guess tonight's just not the night.
Fez press, and here comes the piston fire from Austin. Austin's getting himself some.
He sees it.
I guess it doesn't matter who you are or what kind of advantage you've got. Stone Cold Steve Austin is still Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Stunner.
Oh, damn.
And it might be time for him to reassess.
Mark Henry's not even hurt by that. Okay, I stand corrected. Maybe we are looking at a threat to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's getting beat.
Mark Henry can cave your skull in with one of those. Oh, look out!
What is this?
That move will knock the wind right
Okay,
out
that
of
looked pretty devastating. A full Nelson slam. Okay, Mark Henry. No. Never mind.
out of nowhere.
Starting to really think he had it in him.
You can see the wear and tear that this
Want
fight
to do
has
those
taken
damn
out of
mud hole
these men.
stomps. You can't stop me forever, Mark. There you go! I've wanted to do those for so long. I don't know why, I just find them satisfying.
And now the toll of this very physical contest is beginning to show on his body.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, oh my god, this could seriously be it!
There you get a look at the WSM. World's
First a victory over
strongest man.
Undertaker, then a victory over Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's look, oh, okay.
In the ropes, and that may have been the only escape. A tremendous blow
Well,
by Mark
he
Henry.
did kind of squander the
Oh, big
opportunity
move
there.
off the check.
Can't really feel bad for the guy if he loses. If he'd just gone for the pin off of that, that would have been it, probably. I don't think I would have been able to have kicked out. Ooh! Big bad pile driver.
His shoulders are down. 1, 2.
Oh my god, that was incredibly close.
Yow! Ow! You'll be feeling that in the morning. Oh, look at the emotion.
Henry.
Henry.
Watch it.
Can he score the pin? 1.
To a fucking headbutt.
Caught the leg. Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What a sequence.
World's strongest slam. This match could be over.
Great counter.
I think this match is over.
1.
What?
Nice catch.
In the near 400 pounds comes crashing down.
Knocked into the middle of next week. Man, Mark just
This
about
has been
demolished
insane.
you there.
I don't really know what more to say. This is just not the way I expected to see this one go.
Look at this. Oh my gosh,
He
that's
started
hard to
bleeding
look
before
at.
he hit the ground. Must have bladed midair. Austin's he's staggered.
Austin.
Something's not right. I'm hoping we haven't just lost our WWE champion.
Oh man, brought down hard on the
That would be a huge loss.
Oof, man.
Oof.
And it's imperative he gets back in the ring right now.
I think I saw a tooth fly out.
I'll tell you what, this is not the level of main event I thought we were going to get on SmackDown. I thought after the 6-man tag, this was going to be just a quick fly-by match, but, whoo, good lord, this has got everything.
We got to cover.
1, 2.
Oh my god.
And the 400-pounder gets
I stand
taken off
corrected,
his
Mark
feet.
Henry's a freaking machine. I don't know how he's got so many losses under his belt.
Incredible counter.
I don't think so.
Oh, a great counter.
Well, this has been a great match. This has really, I think, done wonders for Mark Henry's career. This is one he won't be living down for a long time, win or lose.
Uh-oh.
Trying to put him away.
Oh my god. I think it's a loss, though. I think this has got to be it. This has absolutely got to be it.
2.
There you go.
Austin
What a
wins.
fight, though.
Stone Cold wins.
That's a legit contender in the future right there. I hope neither of these came out injured, because they got very bright futures if not. That was great. Okay, so Stone Cold Steve Austin, he is victorious. He will face John Cena in a week from Sunday for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. Mark Henry, I'd have to imagine, is a shoo-in for a qualifier next week, assuming neither of these have come out with injuries. Oh no. Oh god, I can't stand it. Please just be like a John Cena attack or so. Okay. The Miz! What? hell is he doing?
No, we need to get some order out here.
I don't really know why he decided to do that now. But The Miz, I guess he just wanted to remind everybody that, I guess in his mind, he's going to win Money in the Bank, and then he's going to cash in and win the title from whoever comes out of Money in the Bank with the championship. So I guess I can kind of see it in that perspective at the very least. Okay, so that brings us forward to the now, which is this little extra bit. But yeah, see, we're a week from Sunday. So we have, coming out of this, we have gained 3 participants in the Money in the Bank ladder match. The Undertaker is still randomly competing in the start of shows. Now there really wasn't a reason for it. Unless it's going to lead to something next week, I don't know. Natalya, Maryse has got a new ally, but it's not a very good one, and Mark Henry's just become a freaking star. So, to kick off, let's have a look at some of these first, shall we? So the women have been unaffected from the outcomes of today's matches. The tag team champions have just been a big fucking mess as always. Nothing's changed for the Intercontinental. Okay, so the opening match, Sin Cara lost to Undertaker. Undertaker won't be ranked because he's injured, but Sin Cara has dropped from number 7 to number 16 with that loss. The second match of the night was the women's match, and the third match was a big 6-man tag. So first of all, we saw the loss of Wade Barrett, who is dropped. No, he's still 24. He just didn't get affected by it. As well as John Morrison, who dropped from 16 to 18, and R-Truth, who remained at 21. They lost to Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and The Rock. Eddie Guerrero went from 11 to 9, Rey Mysterio from 12 to 8, and The Rock from 17 to 12. So that's pretty cool. And Mark Henry, with his loss to Stone Cold Steve Austin, dropped from 2 to 7, which is pretty harsh of a loss. I feel like Animal and Hawk need to lose some matches just to get them away from where they are, because they don't belong there. They don't belong there at all. Okay, what 4 remarkable matches do we have this week? I'm going to guess, right? Hear me out. Jack Swagger versus Edge will kick off Raw. Then, in the second match, I think it'll probably do something to do with Tyson Kidd, Ezekiel Jackson, and Del Rio, and probably Batista as well. In the third match, I think we'll probably see Cody Rhodes and Santino versus Brock Lesnar and Kevin Nash. And in the main event, we'll probably see something to do with DX, Stone Cold, Alex Riley, Zack Ryder, and Nemesis. Those are my guesses. I was heavily wrong. Brock Lesnar, Kevin Nash, and Santino Marella in a triple threat. Batista versus Jack Swagger. I can change that. It's not remarkable. I can change that. It's not remarkable. But Nemesis versus Shawn Michaels is going to be taking place. I don't know why this is still going, but okay. Brock Lesnar, Kevin Nash, Santino. I don't know why Santino is included, but I'm going to allow it because it's a remarkable match and it will happen anyway eventually. So, with all of the heated issues that they've been having, those 3 are going to face off against each other. From Raw at the moment, the confirmed Money in the Bank participants are Brock Lesnar, Kevin Nash, Randy Orton, and Edge. So there are still 2 more to be determined. So my guess is we're going to have a tag team match in place of this one. And the tag team match will be a qualifier. No, I don't want to do that, actually, thinking on it. No, I don't want to do that. Because I wanted to have the tag team champions compete again, because Celtic Cross have been nowhere lately. I've only got 2 matches to work with. I mean, there'll be a match on NXT. Unless... Ooh, now there's an idea. What if we have a really high stakes tag team match? I'm talking. Who are the teams on Raw? Okay, well that's a no. Nah. No. Yeah. Ziggler's injured. And they've had way too many opportunities at things. Okay, I'm thinking the Celtic Cross are gonna face off against the Legacy. But from the Legacy, it's going to be Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. And this is going to be a really high stakes tag team match. So the stakes are, if the Celtic Cross win, they are still the World Tag Team Champions. But they also both qualify for Money in the Bank. If the Legacy win, then they win the World Tag Team Championships, and Cody Rhodes joins Money in the Bank. So that's what I'm leaning. That's what I'm leaning towards. Yeah. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a tag team title match / Money in the Bank qualifier. And obviously, if the Legacy win, that leaves one space open, which will be filled on NXT. What I'll do for the NXT one is the Hardcore Championship match will take place. Mick Foley versus whoever you guys voted in on the episode where Foley won it. And the winner of Foley versus that guy will not only be the Hardcore Champion, but they'll also be in Money in the Bank. Because a lot of the champions from Raw aren't being featured at Money in the Bank, so it's just a way to kind of help fill that in. What are the Money in the Bank matches, actually? I think Raw has still not got one booked. I think we'll do just Karma versus Tiny Shiny in a rematch. Oh, maybe we'll have a contenders match for the women's title. That makes sense, because obviously Tiny Shiny is not due a rematch. As much as I want to play the favoritism card, she's not due one. I wouldn't do that for anybody else, so I can't break the rules. So what we'll have this triple threat, a tag team high stakes match between the Legacy and Celtic Cross. The reason that I say Orton and Cody instead of Cody and Ted, by the way, is because obviously McMahon would be trying to screw them over. He'd want Orton to be as hurt as possible heading into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Orton's already in Money in the Bank, whereas if Ted and Cody were to compete and win the match, they're not really putting anything up at stake. I was thinking maybe having Orton risk his spot against the Celtic Cross, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I was going to do, because obviously otherwise the Celtic Cross are just putting up their tag titles for nothing. So yeah, that's actually going to be the stipulation. Sorry, my bad. It was going to be tag team championships on the line, but also Randy Orton's spot in the Money in the Bank, and obviously one extra, because if Cody wins, Cody joins. But if Celtic Cross win, then Sheamus and McIntyre both get him. So it's quite a hard one to explain, but it's just a high stakes match. That's what I'm just going to dub it as, the high stakes match. It's for the tag team titles, but it's also for Orton's spot in Money in the Bank and an extra spot in Money in the Bank. I was also going to add Cody Rhodes' US title, but that's just overkill. I don't really like double champions anyway, so I mean, obviously if Cody wins the tag titles, then that's fine, but I don't want to like guarantee double champions. I don't want like Sheamus or McIntyre being a double champion as well. It just seems a little messy. Plus, Cody's already defended his title recently. It's fine. Karma, Tiny Shiny, and Michelle McCool. I think instead of this match, we're going to have... I know it's lame, but we're just going to have like a battle royal of some kind. Just a 4-person pinfall submission battle royal. Tiny Shiny, Michelle McCool, Trish Stratus, and Brie Bella, because she's made herself quite relevant recently. So those can be the 4 that compete in that. And then, of course, the main event, for some reason, is Nemesis versus Shawn Michaels. I know that Batista and Swagger haven't been getting a lot of build. In fact, they've had no build. But it's just a title rematch between two guys that have already faced off, so I don't really have much to build, I'm afraid. Main focus has been this Brock Lesnar and Kevin Nash thing and this Nemesis thing for some reason. I'm just glad that the Tyson Kidd, Batista, Ezekiel Jackson, Del Rio thing is finally over. And that the Jack Swagger and Edge series is finally over. I will never complain. Like, I am glad that those things are finished. I just want to get Santino out of the picture. If I had to guess, from a logical point, break kayfabe for a minute, the reason that Santino is in this match is because it protects both of them with a guy that is guaranteed to take the fall. That is my guess. Although I can see Cody getting randomly thrown into the match or something, because it's a remarkable match and that kind of thing happens. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Make sure to click the join button below, or subscribe to the Patreon, or subscribe to the Twitch channel if you want to be able to see uploads before anybody else with this new Premiere system that I'm going to be doing. There's plenty of information on that if you go to the community tab on YouTube. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. That is greatly appreciated. And leave a comment down below letting me know what match you are most looking forward to at Money in the Bank. Actually, no, that's lame. Don't do that. Leave a prediction down below stating whether you think Celtic Cross or the Legacy will come out with the Tag Team Championships and spots in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye.